Hi, can I ask you something?
Of course, Tom. What's on your mind?
I'm really frustrated with my English.
Why? What happened?
I watch English videos every day.
That's great. How much do you understand?
Honestly, I understand most of them.
Then what's the problem?
When I try to speak, my mind goes blank.
You can't find the words?
Exactly, it's like the words disappear.
How long have you been learning English?
For almost a year now.
And how often do you speak English?
Not very often.
What do you mean by not very often?
Maybe once or twice a week.
Do you speak English every day?
No, I don't.
Do you talk to yourself in English?
No, that feels a little strange.
Do you practice speaking after watching videos?
Not really.
Tom, I think I see the problem.
Really? What is it?
You're training your ears, but you're not training your mouth.
What does that mean?
You spend a lot of time listening,
That's true.
but speaking is a different skill.
I thought listening would improve my speaking automatically.
Listening helps, but it's not enough.
So that's why I can't speak fluently?
Exactly. Your brain understands English, but it doesn't have enough speaking practice.
That makes sense.
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
Can you learn to swim by watching swimming videos?
No, of course not.
Why not?
Because I need to get into the water and practice.
That's exactly how speaking works.
Wow, I've never thought about it that way.
Your brain learns to speak by speaking.
So what should I do?
Start with simple sentences.
Like what?
Try talking about your day,
Even if I'm alone?
especially if you're alone.
Really?
Yes, no pressure, no fear of mistakes.
That sounds easier.
For example, you can say, I'm sitting in the park.
I'm sitting in the park.
Good. Now say, the weather is nice today.
The weather is nice today.
Excellent. How do you feel?
A little nervous, but also happy.
That's a good start.
I didn't realize speaking could be this simple.
Many learners make the same mistake.
They listen too much?
Yes, and they speak too little.
I think that's exactly what I've been doing.
Don't worry, you can change that.
From today, I'll practice speaking every day.
Great decision.
Even if it's only a few minutes?
Yes, daily practice is more important than long practice.
Thank you, Jennifer.
You're welcome, Tom.
I already feel more confident.
And this is only the beginning.
I'm ready to train my brain in English.
That's the spirit.
Jennifer, can I tell you something funny?
Sure, what is it?
I think my brain is fighting with me.
That sounds serious.
I'm serious.
Okay, now I'm curious.
A few minutes ago, I wanted to tell you something in English.
And
I knew exactly what I wanted to say,
that's good.
but I couldn't say it.
Why not?
My brain got stuck.
What were you trying to say?
I wanted to say that I was excited about today's lesson.
That's a simple sentence.
I know, that's why I'm frustrated.
What happened in your head?
First, I thought about it in my language.
Okay,
Then I started looking for English words.
I see.
By the time I found the words, the moment was gone.
That happens to many learners
Really?
all the time.
Sometimes people ask me a question in English.
Then what do you do?
I smile.
That's not a bad start.
Then I panic inside.
Now that's honest.
While they're waiting for an answer, I'm busy translating everything.
That sounds exhausting.
It is.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
When you're hungry, do you translate the feeling?
No.
When you're tired, do you translate the feeling?
No.
You just know it, right?
Right.
English should become the same.
You mean I shouldn't translate every sentence?
Exactly.
But how?
Start with simple thoughts.
Like,
Right now, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I'm thirsty.
Great. Say it in English.
I'm thirsty.
Perfect.
That was easy.
Because you didn't translate a long sentence.
I just said what I felt.
That's the secret.
So instead of translating, I should think directly in English.
Little by little, yes.
What if I don't know all the words?
Then use easier words.
Really?
Of course.
I always feel I need perfect English.
Nobody speaks perfectly all the time.
That's good to hear.
Communication is more important than perfection.
I think I understand now.
Tell me.
My problem isn't English.
Then what is it?
My habit of translating everything.
Exactly.
So from today, I'll try to think in small English sentences.
That's a great exercise.
It might feel strange at first,
Every new habit feels strange.
but if it helps me speak faster, I'm ready.
Good. Your brain is already starting to change.
For the first time, I actually believe that. Jennifer, can I confess something?
Of course. What's bothering you now?
I think my memory is broken
Why do you say that?
because I keep forgetting English words
How often?
almost every day.
Give me an example.
Last night, I learned 5 new words.
That's great.
Not really.
Why not?
This morning, I could only remember one of them.
That sounds familiar.
Familiar?
Many English learners have the same problem.
Really?
Yes, they learn words today and forget them tomorrow.
That's exactly what happens to me.
Tell me how you learn new words.
I write them in a notebook.
Good.
Then I read them several times.
Anything else?
Not really.
Do you use the words in conversation?
No.
Do you make sentences with them?
Usually not.
Then I think I found the problem.
That was quick.
You're collecting words, but you're not using them.
Isn't memorizing enough?
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
If you buy a guitar and put it in a corner, will you become a musician?
No,
Why not?
because I have to play it.
Exactly.
So words are the same?
Yes, your brain remembers what it uses.
That makes sense.
Do you remember the word confess?
Yes, I used it a few minutes ago.
Great. Let's practice with it.
How?
Make a sentence.
I want to confess something.
Good. Another one.
He confessed the truth.
Excellent. One more.
She confessed her mistake.
Perfect.
That wasn't difficult
And now you'll probably remember the word longer.
because I used it.
Exactly.
I think I see my mistake now.
What mistake?
I learn words like a collector.
That's a good description.
I collect them, but I never use them.
And words become useful only when they become part of your life.
So, what should I do when I learn a new word?
Use it immediately.
Immediately?
Yes, make at least 3 sentences with it.
3 sentences.
That's right.
What if the sentences are simple?
Simple is fine.
Really?
Absolutely.
Sometimes I try to make perfect sentences.
That's another mistake learners make.
Why?
Because they spend more time worrying than practicing.
That sounds like me.
Learning a word should be active.
Not just reading it again and again?
Exactly.
You know, this explains a lot.
What do you mean?
I have pages of vocabulary in my notebook.
But very few of those words are in your daily speech.
Yes.
Then from today, let's change that.
1 new word, 3 sentences.
That's the plan.
It sounds much easier than memorizing long lists.
Because your brain learns through use, not through storage.
I wish someone had told me this months ago.
Better late than never.
You're right.
So, what's today's new word?
Improve.
Great choice.
I want to improve my English.
Good.
Reading helps me improve.
Excellent.
Daily practice will improve my speaking.
Perfect.
Hey, this is actually fun.
That's because you're finally using the words instead of just collecting them.
I think my brain likes this method.
Then let's keep training it. You've been quiet for a few minutes.
I've been thinking.
About English again?
How did you know?
Because that's all we've talked about today.
Fair point.
So, what's on your mind?
I think I know my biggest problem.
Bigger than forgetting words?
Much bigger.
Tell me.
I'm afraid of making mistakes.
Ah,
Every time I speak English with someone, I get nervous.
what are you nervous about?
What if I say something wrong?
Anything else?
What if people laugh at me?
I see.
What if my grammar is wrong?
That's a common fear.
Sometimes I know the answer
Then why don't you say it?
because I start thinking too much.
What happens then?
I change the sentence in my head again and again.
Trying to make it perfect?
Exactly.
And while you're doing that, the conversation moves on.
Every single time.
Has anyone ever laughed at your English?
Not really.
Then where does the fear come from?
I don't know.
Maybe you're expecting too much from yourself.
What do you mean?
You speak English like a learner.
That's true.
So, why do you expect yourself to sound like a native speaker?
I never thought about it that way.
Learning means making mistakes.
I know that.
Do you really believe it?
Maybe not.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
When you learned to ride a bicycle, did you fall?
Many times.
Did you quit?
No,
Why not?
because falling was part of learning.
Exactly.
So mistakes are like falling off the bicycle?
That's a perfect comparison.
But mistakes feel embarrassing.
Only for a few seconds.
That's true.
Learning lasts much longer.
I never looked at it that way.
Let me tell you a secret.
What secret?
Even advanced English speakers make mistakes.
Really?
Of course.
I thought fluent speakers were perfect.
Nobody is perfect.
That's actually comforting.
Good.
Can I tell you something embarrassing?
Go ahead.
Last week, I wanted to say I'm excited,
Okay.
but I accidentally said I'm exciting. See, that's why I'm afraid.
Tom, that's not a disaster.
It felt like one.
Did the person understand you?
Yes,
Then communication happened.
I guess you're right.
And now you'll probably never forget the difference.
That's true.
Why?
Because of the mistake.
Exactly.
So the mistake actually helped me learn.
That's what mistakes do.
Wow.
Every mistake teaches your brain something new.
Instead of being afraid of mistakes, I should learn from them.
That's the mindset of a successful learner.
You know what?
What?
I'm tired of waiting for perfect English.
Good.
From now on, I'm going to speak more,
Even if you make mistakes?
especially if I make mistakes.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I think I understand now.
Tell me.
Mistakes are not proof that I'm failing.
Correct.
They're proof that I'm learning.
Exactly.
That feels much better.
Good. Because our next lesson will need a brave Tom, not a scared Tom.
Then I guess I'd better keep talking.
That's the spirit.